Hello, everyone. It's part 2 of the Laura Files. I'm here with Carrie and Casey, Intuitive.
Good to see you, and Laura, thanks
Hello.
for joining us.
Yes, Laura, thank you.
This segment, Laura asks us all sorts of questions, and we tune in and let you know all about everything relating astral realm and beyond.
All right. Today we are going to take it to a lovely month of February where we talk about love and itself. Sorry, it's goofy, but...
We're going to talk about love.
All right.
Love.
So since February is the month of love, I thought it would only be appropriate to center today's Q&As around your love story.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So earlier this month, I attended a woo workshop around soulmates and twin flames. And of course, any mention of the term twin flames reminded me of you two, because you are my favorite twin flame couple.
Yay.
So-
I love this.
So while we head into a little storytelling of how you two met, let's define some terms for the viewers before we continue.
Perfect.
So Casey, what is a soulmate?
It could depend on the person's definition of that.
Is it a mate that has a soul?
Pretty much.
A pair of shoes with soulmates?
Holes on the bottom, 2 matching shoes.
I often kind of wonder if it's a term that gets overused and used in this broad kind of way that doesn't really do the term justice.
For real.
Yeah. I always kind of believed that, that there was, a soulmate out there. There was somebody specifically for you to offset you and to work as, your other half, to complete this kind of team where you help each other and, you have more things in common than you don't. You have some kind of really good working communication style between the other person that would set you or the other person apart from other relationships. I think there would also tend to be a grander kind of love and understanding that comes with it than your average kind of
Love story.
yeah.
Love.
Yeah.
Casey, is it possible to have a soulmate that is not a partner?
You mean as far as like having a soulmate that you're not in a relationship with?
Yeah. Or somebody you're not in a relationship with. Like, could the soulmate be a pet? Or could you have more than one soulmate in your life?
Before I would have said no, but nowadays, yes. I think you can have multiple soulmates, but I think when you're getting more up into the twin flame area, that's when it becomes much more slimmed down and much more specific than, a soulmate, if you will.
So what I'm hearing from you is that soulmates could be the polyamory of your life, and twin flame is the monogamous, more so, relationship.
Although Maggie is like a soulmate too. She's a dog soulmate.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah,
You don't necessarily want to have a relationship with her, but
Yeah.
if she's suited, she is your animal.
that's true.
So
Yeah,
animal
we
soulmate.
have that connection. I think that we were supposed to be in that kind of relationship as an owner and a pet goes. We help each other out. We balance each other. So
Yeah.
yeah. I'm sure you could find that in
Yeah.
animals too.
By the way, Maggie is tell them what kind of dog she is.
Well, it's Maggie,
Come here, Maggie.
come here,
Come here.
come here,
You guys gotta see her. She's so cute.
come here, sweetie, come here,
Good girl.
come here, baby girl.
Good girl. Maggie is such a sweetie pie. Say hi, Maggie.
This is Magpies. This is my Maggie.
Well, I'm gonna do
She's-
this over here. She's like, what are you
She's
doing?
like, what are you doing? I don't know what you're doing, but I'm still gonna love you regardless.
She's like,
Does this make you happy?
she's like, look
Does this
what
make
I
you
can do.
Yes. This is my dog soulmate right here.
Yes.
One of the best dogs I've ever owned or been with.
Yes.
Okay.
Good girl.
Yes. Good girl. There's your camera time.
Good girl.
Congratulations, you're famous.
See, there's other parts of soulmates.
So-
Yep.
So, Carrie, building off of what Casey shared, what would your definition be of a twin flame, and how does it
Does it make it different?
make it different?
So, like Casey was saying, soulmates have to do with a karmic exchange, a soul exchange, part of your universal contract before you come to Earth. You make agreements with different people that you'll have alignments of a sort, and every single one of them has a social or a contract to fulfill per se. And whether that contract, that spiritual contract, is for a day, a minute, 5 minutes, 10 years, 20 years, every single person has their own exchange with that. And soulmates, they're designed to correspond with your life path and you with their life path for karmic reasons as that given pole exchange. So sometimes you are soulmates with somebody who you do not like because there is a karmic exchange of fulfillment that needs to happen. So then when it comes to, and that's soulmates, and so there's different types of soulmates, and you met Maggie, so now Maggie is also a part of that too. So when it comes to twin flames are something completely different. There is a lot of material out there that covers twin flames as though it were a soulmate, and vice versa, like soulmates as in twin flames. But so right now I'm just going to cover the topic for twin flames of my understanding, and it's going to be a little bit different. And pardon the drinking water in the background. It's, get a little tasty there for Maggie.
Thirsty dog back there.
She thirsty. So when it comes to twin flames, though, twin flames are, by definition, everybody has their own energy when they're first made. We come from a source of energy. We all have a beginning and an end. It's not like we just come from nowhere. And as we know, energy doesn't die, but it does split. So when we're first conceived, our initial energy seed, let's say, splits into two different beings. And it's going to be either each of those twin flame, it's a karmic yes to build your own personal goals, but it's also the other person has the similar goals and in mind and fulfillment and duty to each other. Every twin flame couple has a feminine energy and a masculine energy. So it doesn't mean that both people in the relationship are opposite genders. It just means that the one is going to be more dominant male energy and one is going to be more predominant female energy, despite what the actual gender of the person is. So in our case, when it comes to Casey and I, it took us a whole lot of doing just a lot of really hard work to get to where we are. And usually twin flames, when you first meet each other, there's going to be this pick and pull kind of an energy, this this flight energy going on. Well, because him and I are twin flames, what one person does, usually the other person is out there doing in the world at the same time, except for their version of it. So while Casey's going through all sorts of struggle, I'm in a different part of the world going through my own similar struggle, and both of us doing that at the same time. So for us, thank God for universe and that we're not in control of this stuff, because we handled all of our crap before we met each other. And we did all that flight stuff with other people, and we worked out all of our kinks with other people, and until we found each other. And then for us, both of us are wild creatures. We're very stubborn, very opinionated.
What?
Who what? But we have found that with it, that's part of our passion. That's just how it is. But we have also found that our purposes as individuals actually correspond and go together through this lifetime, and we have the same goals. So for twin flames, when they unite and they're in union, that's when that type of purpose really activates, is when you have two of the twin flame together in one. That doesn't mean, when I say one, that doesn't mean that they're one person. That's absolute nonsense. It's two completely independent people that going forward that happen to be on the same paths together and helping each other to achieve that goal, because that is what universe needs, and that is why the whole purpose of us being created in the first place was to establish what needed to happen in our karmic exploits and so forth, as well as raising the karmic vibrational level of the universe as a whole through ripple effect of what we do. That is what twin flames are.
Amen.
That was better than any textbook definition I could have found on the internet. So thank you for that.
Oh, thanks, Laura. That's so much fun. But for us, though, Casey is all male energy. And you've got some softer stuff in there too. But just like I am all feminine energy, I've got some masculine stuff in there too. But we really balance each other as far as the way that we do stuff. We don't have exactly the same backgrounds, but we complement each other in our differences perfectly.
Yes.
And so, we've learned in our adult years how to get to the point and have conversations that are real and effective. And to this day, we're going into our 3rd year of being together, and yet we still have not had any arguments.
No.
Not one. If we have anything that we disagree on, we literally talk it through like normal humans should, but we've not had any arguments, period.
No. We're not mean or vicious to each other. We're not manipulative to each other, or
Or self-serving
or anything like that. It's very, very flowing and very, very smooth, and we balance each other out that way, where I can get excited and revved up in one direction, and she knows what it takes to kind of help bring me back to that track. And I do the same for her. If she gets out there too far in my field, then I can help center her and bring her back. And that's what really was important, is, do you help each other? Do you complement each other?
You helpers to each other.
Yeah.
Are you bringing the best out of each other too, for each other's purpose?
Right.
So you're constantly making sure that I'm on my path, living my greatest for me, because you want the best for me. It's a selfless place, and I'm doing the same thing for him because I want the best for him, because that's what real love is you want to see the person who you love the most grow in themselves, and you want to celebrate. And celebrate those things that you're going through. That's what the twin flames are. So don't get it twisted. It takes work, with an E, W-E-R-K, work.
All right, thank you guys for the definition, and a little story time coming up next for our part 2 of the Carrie and Casey love match from Twin Flame Heaven.
Twin Flame Heaven, that's awesome. That's awesome.
All right, we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for joining us.